Welcome back to another wonderful day of Vlogmas, friends. Make sure to go check out our previous videos for some holiday magic. In today's video, we are sharing our thoughts about all the confirmed pin series set to release in 2026. These pins were previewed at the 25 Years of Pin Trading Pin event back in September. 8 confirmed monthly series with a bonus number 9 at the end, so make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things down below. A lot of variety and some really cool characters are being represented in 2026. Let us know in the comments what pin set you are looking to collect in the new year and what is your favorite. Now, Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and the Disney Store are all going to have pins related to the monthly series. Disney Store, you're seeing some chasers. So if you're looking to complete any one of the sets that has a Disney Store chaser, we wish you luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. Annual pass holders and magic key holders also get an exclusive pin series. And like I said, a variety of characters are being covered. Today's photos are provided by Heather Motes of the Disney Pin Traders in Texas Facebook group. Thank you so much, Heather, for allowing open source material to be used for the general public. I really appreciate it because this helps out my video a lot. Now, getting started with the first pin series. Oh my god! I'm so excited! I am so excited, friends. Kingdom Hearts Keyblades. Holy guacamole, okay? Ever since we started this channel, we have talked about Disney needing to bring in the really cool and underrepresented characters, movies, and shows that are really niche collections within their Disney forte, okay? We have been pushing for Kingdom Hearts to get a crud ton of merch ever since we started this channel, and let me tell you, this year has been so exciting for us. Recently, Figpin just released some exclusive New York Comic Con pins. They released a Mystery Minis unboxing, or Mystery Minis set that we have unboxed on the channel. So if you want to go check out the other days of Vlogmas, I highly encourage you to watch that video. Very fun, very excited. Backpacks, clothes, other open edition pins. We're getting, I would like to see a Spirit jersey in the future. Disney, that'd be awesome. Oh, and then the group pin from Destination D23, which is like the #1 pin I said was going to be on the catalog, okay? Most desired besides that Muppet Mayhem bus, okay? Very excited that we're seeing the inclusion of Kingdom Hearts. Alternating series Disneyland Disney World limited edition of 4,000 pin on pin with some dangle action. This set is coinciding with the new Kingdom Hearts game set to release in April 2026. There are 12 pins in the series that we know of, because I'm pretty sure this is not one of those that has Disney Store exclusives. Represented so far, we have the Kingdom Key, the 3 Wishes, the Crab Claw, which is on the screen because it's one of my favorites so far, the Fairy Harp, Divine Rose, and Olympia. This gets a 5 out of 5 Mickey heads. For me, this is going to be the #1 set we try to go for in the new year. Very excited. We have been pushing Kingdom Hearts for a very long time on this channel. Excited to see new merch being put out for it. If you live on one of the coasts, get a reliable resource or trading partner for whichever coast you're missing if you're interested in this set. This is going to be top 3 for me of highly desired sets in the new year, okay? Very excited, super hard to get. You're going to get a bunch of people who don't normally collect pins becoming new pin collectors and traders in the new year because of this set. It's going to be chaos. If you thought 2025 was problematic, congratulations. We just opened up a new can of worms for this upcoming year. Very excited. Good luck to everybody. 5 out of 5 Mickey heads. Set number 2, Disney's Magical Theater. Land, World, and Disney Store completer pins are going to be in the mix. So very excited. This set has a good potential to be in high demand because of the 90s and early 2000s revival of underrepresented characters. The only thing I could see this being an issue for are people who don't really like that cartoony or chibi style animation, so that might prevent a couple of folks from collecting the entire series, but I see this being a good pin set for beginners and for people who just want one pin from the set, okay? Represented, a majority of the 90s that have been confirmed are Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Peter Pan, 1950s, Alice in Wonderland is a confirmed completer pin, Lion King, and Hercules. Now, I propose / predict that the additional pins in this set include Hunchback of Notre Dame, Nemo, Tarzan, the Muppets, because yes, they did have a theatrical show where the Muppets were like full-sized characters you could go meet and greet back in Walt Disney World in the early 90s, so that was before my time, but I would love Disney to bring that back, okay? That would be fantastic. The Muppets is having a huge anniversary for the Muppet Show next year. I see it happening. Please make this happen. Pocahontas and Frozen. Again, we discussed that this was magical theater, so of course all the plays that are super popular for the Disney company are going to be represented here. I feel like my predictions are pretty valid. There's a huge push for 90s shows over the past 1 or 2 years, and I would think that this is going to be a highly plausible theory. Limited edition of 4,500, I think, for the chaser pins. I cannot quite remember what the edition size for the Magical Theater was, but I think it's going to be high enough to where people can still get it in without being pushed or rushed, okay? Very excited for it. Series number 3, the Play-Along series. Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and Disney Store exclusives. Walt Disney World, you're seeing Goofy, Donald, and Chip and Dale being represented in the first couple of months. Disneyland, you get Genie, Queen of Hearts, and Max Goof as Powerline. I prefer the Disneyland character choices over the Walt Disney World characters. Yes, I know. I love Donald. He's one of my favorite characters. Definitely my favorite of the Sensational Six, but I don't like the bubblegum element. It's going to be hard to ship. You need to take extra care with those. It's just a little too bulky for my taste, okay? I really enjoy the Disneyland maze theme or like the moving pinball element. I feel like that's a lot more my speed. Limited edition of 2000. I don't know if this is going to be a highly desired pin series. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 Mickey heads based on they could have done something a little less gimmicky with those gumballs. Okay, not my favorite. Number 4, the Windows of Attraction, Walt Disney World exclusive. Good luck to everyone who is going after these Windows pins, okay? It's been one chaotic release after another for the Windows of whatever, and limited edition of 2,500 does not leave a whole bunch of room for collectors who are trying to complete this entire series, okay? People who want to be Windows complete are going to be fighting tooth and nail to get all of these pins. So if you want good traders for pins that released years ago, I suggest you get the Windows of Attraction set. A variety of characters and rides from all 4 of the main Walt Disney parks have been previewed so far, and they are the super popular attractions. This could potentially be the number 1 series to collect in 2026. There are a couple of pins that I really enjoy in this series so far. We've got the Haunted Mansion for Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World Railroad for Magic Kingdom, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That's probably going to be the big one for us because we love Snow White. Animal Kingdom or the Tree of Life for the Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Tower of Terror for Hollywood Studios, Winnie the Pooh for Magic Kingdom, or Epcot arguably, but he's stuck in the honey scene, so I'm thinking Magic Kingdom. Also, if you are unaware, it's a huge anniversary year for Winnie the Pooh, so I'm thinking Winnie the Pooh is going to be a high in demand item outside of the rest of the collection. So This is going to be one of the biggest ISO sets of the year for everybody and their dog, including us. If you don't collect any of these rides from the preview, I'd still go ahead and try to grab them for traders if possible. They're beautifully designed. I love the colors, a good assortment of attractions. 5 out of 5 Mickey heads for me. Really excited about the windows. Enchanted Doors, set number 5. This is a Walt Disney World exclusive pin series with Disney Store chasers. The regular doors are limited edition of 2,500 and the chasers are limited edition of 3,000. I don't understand why the chasers are higher edition size than the regular ones, but maybe Disney is trying to combat what they saw this year. I don't know. I'm not in charge of the pin design. I should be on the team. I've got some good ideas, but there you have it. This is a Walt Disney World exclusive, so we're going to see things that are more towards Walt Disney World, I would hope, but the confirmed pins are Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch, Pinocchio, Beauty and the Beast, Sword in the Stone, Emperor's New Groove, with the chasers possibly being Alice and Pooh, as those were previewed at the event. Every single inch of this pin has enamel, so I am wondering how that's going to affect the indoor design. Is that going to scratch everything? Are you going to have like little pieces of paper inside to protect the pins? Like, what's going on, Disney? Also, I kind of like the concept. I would have preferred a trifold and you have like additional ways to like keep the pin secure so it's just not hanging weird on a pin board. But there's a nice variety of characters for anniversary or for movies expecting specific anniversaries in the new year, and the chaser size being bigger than the actual series, I don't know if that's a typo or if this is something Disney is trying to play out for future releases. I'm very curious to know what y'all think about the chasers being a higher edition. This set has a lot of potential to be very popular within niche collectors, and I think that certain months are going to have more desire than others. I'm very interested in the Sword in the Stone and Emperor's New Groove pins. I think this is a great variety of characters, despite Stitch being included. We all know I have beef with Stitch, but I digress. Excited to see the rest of the set and those extra Disney Store chasers. This set, from me, gets a 4 out of 5 Mickey heads. Number 6, Walt's Magical Moments, a Disneyland exclusive with some Disney Store chasers. I really like this set. I really do. I don't know how I feel about the sculpted elements for all of the pins, but I can see that there is a good variety in Walt's big moments during his life, okay? Very cool. Major milestones from Walt's legacy. This is a limited edition set of LE 2500 for the base, and then the chasers are limited 3000 as well. So, like I said, Walt's big moments for the company. His major milestones that we've seen so far include Steamboat Willie, the Mickey Mouse Club, Fantasia Mickey, Snow White, Disneyland schematics, The Wonderful World of Disney, which is like the colored TV, and then the chasers include Mary Poppins feeding the bird scene. Haha! I'm a Mary Poppins fan, so I definitely need that one. And then Silly Symphonies with the flowers and trees. I'm interested enough in this set to see what the rest of the pins are going to be like. And Walt is very popular on his own, so I think this is a good set to have a lot of potential in collectability. This set kind of reminds me of a jumbo pin that released a couple years ago for a pin event, if I'm not mistaken. I will insert a picture if I can remember what pin it is, but I saw it recently and it reminded me automatically of this set. I'm very excited to see where this set goes. I think it's going to be better in person than in the photos, so I'm going to give this set a solid 4 out of 5 Mickey heads. Fantasmic quarterly series for Walt Disney World. This set is going to include iconic parts of the show. The second pin, which was revealed at the event, is Jafar with the snake scene. I'm very excited. We do have some friends who are looking to possibly add that snake Jafar pin. Looking at you, Meg. Looking at you. I don't know how big the editions... Oh, yeah, we do. Limited edition of 3,000. Okay. That's how big the edition size is. What I meant was, I don't know, like, pin size, how big these are going to be. I think it's a 2x2 inch pin. I don't see it being any bigger than that, but who knows? Maybe Disney will surprise us. I would like to see, or I would like to hear suggestions of what other parts of the show could be included for the other 2 pins set to release in this. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. It's been a while since we've seen this show, and I think I've only seen it twice, but it was when I was really, really young. So let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Set number 8. This kind of has like a 2-part set. The iconic annual pass holder and magic key holder pins. The first up is the annual pass holder. Walt Disney World attractions for each park. The castle is on Mickey's lens. It's hard to tell, even in the pictures, okay? And then Figment represents Epcot, and he has the Epcot ball. If you are a fan of these attractions or these characters specifically, then good for you. I'm not a fan of Figment. I know some friends who are definitely going to want this pin, and I think the castle is a fun element. I don't really love the design overall, but that's just a personal preference. For Disneyland, you see Donald with the Disneyland Castle. He has Haunted Mansion, okay? That one I might get. I do like Haunted Mansion. I do like Donald, but overall, it's just not top tier on the totem pole, okay? And then Minnie has Pixar Pier / the World of Color represented from DCA. I think that's a fun choice. I don't know what the edition size for the Disneyland set is going to be, but I'm imagining it's going to be the same LE3000 as the Walt Disney World pins. Since each character has a special show or popular attraction tied to each character, I think this series is going to do surprisingly well. However, the scenes are a little too small and hard to see. I would have preferred bigger glasses, and I kind of think this set is going to do above average, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 Mickey heads. Now, the bonus sets. Oh, I'm so excited. Brush of Magic. The sketches, limited release on the left, is mostly movies with anniversaries in 2025 or 2026, so super happy about that. I think this is going to do well based on whatever character you collect, okay? They did a fantastic job of including really rare characters and having them on special individual pins. The sketches is fun. I do have an art collection. This is an intriguing collection I'm going to debate about getting. Donald, yeah, I'm going to want him, so I'm going to trade for him. The others, not quite sure. They're mostly of movies we don't really collect or watch to begin with, but I think Sorcerer Mickey might be another ISO for us. The paint jars, they are marked as limited edition, but we don't quite know what the edition size is. An interesting array of characters. Cheshire Cat, Stitch. Did you have to include Stitch? Todd from Fox and the Hound. Oswald, Dopey, Goofy, Pooh, of course, because of the anniversary. Ursula, Pluto, and Peter Pan. Very interesting. Also, are any of these tied to some of the other sets that we didn't get to see the full listing of characters for in 2026? Who knows? I'm excited about it. There's going to be a lot of different characters available for a wide array of collectors. I think if you collect something very specific, you're going to be surprised in 2026. A good array of characters, fun movies. I'm excited to see what everything is going to look like in terms of availability, how hard it's going to be to get things. 2026 is going to be the year of diversity, okay? Every type of collector is going to be able to get something. This is the first year in a really long time that we don't have a Marvel or Star Wars set previewed for the monthly series. Now, we don't know if that means we just haven't seen them yet, or if Disney finally realized, hey, let's not do those franchises, okay? Those don't make us as much money as they used to. So I think Disney is finally turning over a new leaf and focusing on the classic Disney animation movies. Top 3 series to collect or grab as traders: Kingdom Hearts, Windows of Attraction, and The Magical Theater for me. Those are my top 3 sets. Let me know down in the comments what you think of all of the series coming out next year. Are you excited about any of these in particular? Guys, it's going to be a crazy year in 2026. I'm very excited for the possibilities. Hope you guys have a very good time collecting these sets for your own collections. And we will see you next time, Pin Pals.